Mm. Hello guys and happy Sunday. I am glad that my video about Halloween sparked so much discussions and curiosity. Some folks agree with me, some folks disagree with me, but it's okay, guys, because so many people, so many minds, and around these discussions, we can learn something new and find the truth. But I wanted to say some words about this video and elaborate more on this from my personal perspective, because the first reason why I made it was informational reason, to tell you what Ukrainian Christians and Ukrainian churches think about Halloween and how they approach this holiday, because my channel is also about Ukrainian traditions, customs and Ukrainian religions, and also about patriotism, but through the lens of the believer view. As you certainly know, guys, I'm the Jesus Christ follower. I'm trying my best and I'm a believer, and my faith helps me to go through this difficult time in my country and keeps me sane, what is most important. That is why I wanted to tell you about Ukrainian church approach to this holiday. I know that many of you are celebrating Halloween in the secular way, if you are a decent person, as you have mentioned in my poll recently, and this is okay. As Ukrainian church approach to Halloween is negative, for example, Orthodox and Baptist church are opposing Halloween celebration even in the secular way by any means, you know. Who am I to deny it, or who am I to hide this information from you guys? I know that Eastern Orthodoxy and Western church traditions are very different, and this is good because we can mix this tradition, like shake it and find some truth, some solid truth and rational truth from this mix, and this is good that we are discussing it. And I do understand you guys, because you're raising question why in your head, and sometimes you opposes of what is said on the video, as well as me, because some church tradition are weird for me. For example, Greek Catholic Church is not giving me communion. Yes, you heard it right. Because when I was 24 years old, I was very young and I was not a follower of Jesus Christ at that time. And we just registered our marriage with my husband, who was 21 at that time. Only in the mayor registration office we got our marriage license, and we're happy, and we are happily have been living for 10 years in the marriage that was licensed by the government. And we have a stamp in our passport. However, church is saying that you need to take the catechesis lesson for the marriage, and you need to take your spouse, and priest need to bless it in a certain way, and only after this you can have a communion. And I do not understand this in my full expand in my head. And of course, Orthodox Church is not allowing women to preach in the sermon. However, from the letter of Apostle Paul in Romans, if I'm not mistaken, there have the diaconess or deaconess, sorry for my spelling in English, the woman Phoebe, who was preaching in their congregation in the 1st century, and it was written in the Bible. So there are a lot of things maybe contradictive and with which we are disagreeing. However, it's very important to discuss it, and I'm grateful to everyone who is writing in the comments for their opinions, and also opens my eyes on this holiday and the roots of this holiday, because I thought it was Celts, but some folks told me that this holiday came from Scotland, actually, yeah. And of course, my intention was not criticizing another people's tradition and telling you what to do. My approach was to say that what you are doing at this day does not matter, but how you are doing this does. Because imagine the situation. You're dressing up in the wholesome costume of Captain America. You're going to the party, you're drinking, you're abusing substances, for example, and you are annihilated, and in the morning you're ended up in the hospital or police station, or I don't know, in some stranger's bed. And is it good for your health? Is it good for your soul? I don't think so, guys. However, if you are dressing up in the wholesome character like Captain America and you do something for another people, for example, you're cooking dinner, you're buying the groceries, you're inviting your friends, you're showing them hospitality, you're cherishing your time together without gadget and digital moments, you know, do not like sitting on the phone in the Instagram, but communicating with your friends and with your family. This is good. Or for example, if you're gathering donations or gathering any supplies or items which people in need actually will do need. So you are bringing this to some community and you are serving to another people in the costume of Captain America. This is good, and I think it's good for your spiritual life. So all my approach was how you are doing this, and I hope we all will find the way in this day to serve other, because we are concentrating on social gospel, how to serve and how to work, because your faith without works is dead, unfortunately. And the last advice I can give here, it's just only my humble opinion, just for your information, is about consumer culture. A lot of brands, big corporations are launching new items, doing new Halloween collections, all these fall hauls. Like a lot of influencers are promoting it on the platforms, and we are influenced to buy it. Guys, believe me, you have already having the bunch of stuff that you probably bought last year or previous years ago. So you do not need more. Of course, if you are not buying it to give people in need, then it could be justified, because overconsumption can lead to depression. Believe me, I did it before COVID era. You know, I was so upset on my work. It was super stressful. I was suffering from anxiety, depression and insomnia at nights. And when I was super upset after my 9 to 5, I went to the big city mall and spent my paycheck on all these items that were promoted me from the internet, and it was not good for me, not even close. So please believe me that the most valuable things are not things at all. So in this day, I would like you to focus on your loved ones, friends, family and community, and do some service for them. And believe me, you will feel yourself fulfilled 100% more than if you spent all your financial savings for these hauls and all this mass culture. So thank you guys for listening to me, thank you guys for writing the comments, and thank you guys for promoting my videos to your family and friends or on your social media platform. I appreciate it so much because it helps. So happy Sunday, guys, and I will for sure do some vlogs how I will spend this day, 1st of November. So God bless you, let peace be with you, and see you in the next video soon.